Hallo Leute, this is your boy Richard Carmen here with Schalke America, bringing you in a series that we are excited here at Schalke America for, and of course we are here to talk about the history of Schalke from the beginning through the decades, from past to present. It's going to be a long series, very exciting for us. We want to thank off the bat Schalke for providing us many pictures. Many other people who've also contributed with the pictures through the years. So, we are excited, and what no better place to kick things off in this episode is from the beginning, right? We're going to start from 1904, and we're actually going to go a couple decades, 1904 to 1920, really look into the whole landscape of how Schalke came to being Schalke 04, yeah? All right, so let's, without further ado, let's get into it. Of course, Schalke 04, the club was founded in 1904, May 4th, 1904 to be exact, as Westfalia Schalke by a group of high school students led by Willi Weiss. For those that don't know, Schalke is actually a neighborhood in the city of Gelsenkirchen. Gelsenkirchen is in northwest Germany in the Ruhr Valley. What many people do not know is that the club's original colors were red and yellow, not the famous blue and white as we know today, but indeed red and yellow. The club found it difficult to join the Westspielerband and thus played in one of the wild associations of the early German football, the Wild West if you will. In Germany in the early 1900s, gymnastics was actually the bigger sport and football clubs found it tough to exist on their own. For this reason, Westfalia Schalke merged with the gymnastics club to form Schalke Turnverein 1877 in 1912. The club would change their colors to the now familiar blau und weiss, yes, blue and white, just 1 year later. This arrangement, it held up until 1915 when SV Westfalia Schalke was re-established as an independent club separate from the gymnastics club. This, though, was a short separation and the two became together once again in 1919 as Turn- und Sportverein Schalke 1877. Though the first 16 years were important, not many accolades were to speak of, and this would lead to a beginning of a more successful, more prosperous decade ahead, which we'll get into in the next episode here on the history of Schalke. Well, that was episode 1 here of A History of Schalke, 1904 through 1920 to be exact. Next series we'll look into 1920 through 1930, a certainly more prosperous era for Schalke. But thank you for joining us on this episode 1 of A History Through Schalke. Hope you enjoy this journey as much as we do. Any Schalke fan would. If you don't know history, you really need to learn it, and so we're here to try to help you guys out, learn more about the club. Let us know what you thought in the comments below, and of course, if you haven't done so yet, like, subscribe, leave comments. It'd be very, very much appreciated. As always, you can follow Schalke America on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you name it, we're there. Our podcasts are weekly as well. You can stream us live on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. We try to stream it anywhere we can, and the podcast can be found anywhere you hear podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it, we're there. So tune in each week with the podcast, and then hopefully the next episode will drop very, very soon. We'll try to keep these consistent so that way you guys can keep up and make sure you book it and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on any future segments of this series. It's going to be exciting. So thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you next one. Glück auf.